We have had supper, and my wife and I are sitting on our porch. Won't be dark for a while yet. I've written my book at last. But have I done what I set out to do? All about us were green, well-kept lawns of our neighbors. It made me think, somehow, of old battlefields I've seen. You can always tell an old battlefield where many men have lost their lives. Next spring, the grass comes up greener and more luxuriant than on the surrounding countryside. The poppies are redder, the cornflowers more blue. They grow over the field and down the sides of the shell holes and lean, almost touching, across the abandoned trenches in a mass that ripples all day in the direction that the wind blows. They take the pits and scars out of the torn land to make it a sweet sloping surface again. For my wife, the answer was simple. The blood of the man killed on the battlefield and the bodies buried there fertilize the ground and stimulate the growth of vegetation. That was all quite natural, she said. But I couldn't agree with such a simple explanation. To me, it has always seemed that God is so sickened with men and their unending cruelty to each other that he covers the places where they have been as quickly as possible. Dear Madam, to answer your question, no, I am not writing under my real name. My real name and what I did in the war do not matter. But I reject any idea that because I have written this story, I am unpatriotic. As a result of the war, I shall never be well again, so long as I live. If I could just tell all their stories and pin them to a huge wheel.
The colonel's granted liberty to 50 men from each company. Trucks will pick up the Liberty Party at 2 o'clock this afternoon at regimental headquarters. You got the rosters? All right, let's pick out who gets to go.
Well, them boys are gonna have to hurry if they're gonna make that 2 o'clock truck.
Yeah. Just a second. Before these men go on liberty, I want their equipment shined up. The rifles cleaned and oiled, and their extra clothes washed and hung on the line to dry. You got that?
Yes, sir.
Just wait a minute. Don't be so fast. I'll inspect the equipment and the rifles of the Liberty Party at 12:30 in the billets. Then, at 1 p.m., have the men report to me outside the office with their extra clothes washed, wrung out. And tell the men they better wash them clean.
Fishmouth Terry wants a clean ship, eh?
You mean Captain Matlock?
Where you been, Nally? All right, listen. Fishmouth Terry don't want any girls in town to find any skid marks on you boys' underwear, all right? Half you guys ain't even heard of toilet paper in your whole life.
You got 2 hours to get your laundry done and your guns cleaned, or you ain't going nowhere.
In the old days, they used to say that a company with a good top sergeant didn't need a captain. Oh, nitwit Terry, the ribbon-selling wonder. He used to be a floor walker in a department store before he got called up. His wife weighs about 200 pounds from the picture I saw. She's got this low-cut dress, smelling of rose. You know, she calls him Terry Boy, and he calls her Poochie or something.
How does a man like that get a commission?
Oh, hell if I know.
Attention!
Monty's already got them passes made out.
All right. Sergeant, call the first name.
Private Delaney, step forward!
You call that a clean pair of drawers, Private Delaney?
That's a mildew stain, sir. I tried, but I couldn't get it
I'll
out.
take it back and try it again. Sergeant, call the next name. Who did that? Answer up! Who did it? Sergeant, call the next name.
Private Nally!
Take that back and clean it again, Private. Next!
Private Nelson!
You have a problem with that, Private?
No, sir!
Next! When you men have learned to respect your commanding officer, things are going to be a lot better all the way around.
Well, it was nice talking to you. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was?
Emil Ayers. Yeah, call me M. Walk your ways. No, I was looking forward to this leave for so long. Now it's almost over. It was pretty disappointing.
Why?
It's not any fun when you don't know anybody.
Oh, I'm sorry, Em. Must be lonely being away from home. And it is a very small town. Well, listen, I have to turn here. You said you were going to the station hotel, so goodbye.
Don't leave. Come on to the hotel. Stay with me. I just want you to be with me. I want to smell cologne on a woman and see her with her hair down. I won't do anything you don't want me to. I won't even touch you unless you say it's all right.
You must have a very poor opinion of me to think I'm the sort of woman you can just pick up on the street.
If I wanted a streetwalker, I could get 50. I respect you. It's just...
I'm sorry.
I'm going across next week. I may be killed in a month. I may never have a chance to be with a decent woman again. See?
Are you afraid?
No. Yes.
All right. Let's go. We'll go get your things, and we'll go to another hotel and register as man and wife.
Fourth day out to sea. The chaplain asked God to give our hearts courage and our arms strength to strike down our adversaries. He said, we were not soldiers in the accepted sense of the word. We were crusaders who had dedicated our lives and our souls to our country and to our God, that the things we revere and hold sacred might not perish.
Mountain, I wish you could play that damn thing.
You got that right. But hell, I'm from the country. I'm supposed to play the harmonica. That's an airplane, ain't it?
Let it be played! Let it be played! Take cover! Let it be played!
Go get a stretcher! Come on! I got a man down over
Hey, Nate, that was an airplane.
Let's go! Come on!
Keep it down! Marine blue! Come on, Marine blue! Double quick! Get the trench! Yeah! Come here, help me! Help me, God! Help me!
This is Verdun. How come there ain't no squareheads in sight? If they didn't shoot off a few rounds every once in a while and send up a rocket, you wouldn't know there's anyone here at all.
There it goes again.
Yeah. That one's down there. They just send up a rocket and shoot off a few rounds. That's it.
About a dozen rounds each time. I guess you fellas haven't heard the news, huh? The Germans heard the Yanks were coming and they all cleared out already. Ain't nobody in those trenches but an old man and his wife. Old man rides a bicycle. She's got a wooden leg. He rides down the duck boards and she runs after him carrying a machine gun. Every now and again he stops and sends up a rocket and she shoots the gun and do the whole thing all over again somewhere else down the line and keep it up that way all night long.
It's just like a German to make his wife run behind him and carry the heavy gun like that. They'll beat their wives, too.
Hey, it's a lie. My mother and father are both German, born in Germany. They treat their wives as good as Americans or anybody else.
Then why don't he carry the gun sometime? Why don't he carry the gun and let the old woman ride on the bicycle once in a while?
Big attack is tomorrow morning at 0800. You'll hear the barrage. Then we go over. Any questions?
Get out of that shovel now! Bastard! You yellow bastard! Not going any further! You yellow bastard! Get out of that hole right now, soldier! We are on attack, do you understand me? Kyle! Stand still! Get your ass back over here! God damn it!
I tried to stand still.
Move!
Delaney, what the hell's the matter with you? Get up.
I'm shot.
Didn't you just see a man shot for goddamn desertion? You get on your goddamn feet and move. Move!
Come here!
Everybody's gone.
Entspannen.
Wie geht's? Hast du geschlafen?
Bitte, lassen Sie doch gehen. Bitte.
Well, crap, what's he saying?
Well, he wants us to let him go.
Nothing doing. Fishmouth Terry wants us to bring prisoners back to the line.
Wir müssen dich gefangen nehmen.
Bitte, erschießen Sie mich. Ich weiß, dass Ihre Amerikaner mir die Hände und Füße abhacken werden.
What is the matter with the kid?
He wants us to shoot him. He thinks Americans cut off the arms and legs of prisoners.
You ask him who's gonna tell him that. You lying bastard! Rights!
Das ist nicht wahr. Wer hat dir das gesagt?
Das hat man uns gesagt. Alle Leute wissen das.
Lubin. He says they told him that in training camp. He says everybody knows it.
What a dirty little ass. Say a thing like that when everybody knows it's the Germans, not us, who do those things. You tell him the regulations say that when a man takes a prisoner, he's got to cut his initials in the prisoner's belly with a trench knife. Come on, the little runt. Look what they done to all them Belgians and all them other people. I'm a mind to run them through right now.
No! Right. Wir nehmen dich gefangen. Wir werden nicht deine Arme abhaken. Aber wir müssen unser Namen in deinen Bach einschnitzen.
Hey, Jerry, that's a belt like you've been wanting. Take it for a souvenir.
You can't do that. It's stealing.
Maybe I can buy it off him. Ich kaufe dir deinen Gürtel ab.
Come on, take it then. Take it if you want to.
Don't. Can't do it. It's against regulation.
Just you, Nallet. Boy won't be needing it where he's going anyway.
Oh!
Shooting was too good for that bastard. You can't trust a lousy German. I ain't giving no breaks after this. Never.
God dang, Joe, did you hear that?
The hell was that?
It's my stomach, that's what. Now, I thought they said they were gonna give us 3 squares a day over here.
Hope you don't believe everything you hear.
You as hungry as I am?
Never been so hungry in all my life.
Man, if a rabbit came hopping by right now, we'd have him roasted on the spit in 5 minutes.
Jesus.
Hey, that's it. You think about something else. Oh, Brett. What are them honeys called or stuff?
Pumpernickel.
What's the matter?
It's got his blood on it. It's inside, too.
Wait!
It's all right for you to go anywhere else in town, but keep away from the Rue Serpentine. Do you understand? If you go anywhere near the Rue Serpentine, your passes will be revoked and you won't get liberty again as long as you're in the hospital. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do I need to spell it out?
No, ma'am.
Where the hell is this Rue Serpentine?
I'm good for one more.
Oui.
Cognac, encore, s'il vous plaît. But you.
Oui, monsieur.
Ask him where it is.
I don't want to do that.
Damn it, we've been searching for that place 2 hours. And Delaney here's still a virgin. It's our last night. We're going back on the line, nitwit.
Here he comes.
Delaney wants to find a woman. Now go on and ask him. You speak the lingo.
What if that nurse finds out?
Go on, ask him. Go on. Chicken?
Oui.
Monsieur?
Mm-hmm.
Où est de...
Walk 4 blocks east, then make a right to the Rue Serpentine.
This is a big fight. Yeah, something came up, that's all. Let's get some more beers, I'll tell you how it happened. She pulls my head down to her breast. We start kissing. And then, damn it, her old man comes out. The girl screams, bunch of neighbors come out and damn near kill me. And we're supposed to be over here trying to help these people.
Think of that, Delaney. See what you're missing?
About it, though, boy. You want to have fun with Annette?
Hey, Toots, what about me? You wouldn't even know what to do, sugar. I'll show you something you'll never forget.
No. He is mine. Go away. Go away.
Come on, Yoffins. She ain't worth it anyway.
Oh la.
I apologize for what he said. He shouldn't have said that.
Tu es très galant, mon ami. You wanna come with me?
Where?
It's nice and warm. And it's not so noisy.
I don't know.
Come on. I promise to be good.
I've got... See, I made a promise to somebody.
I go back home.
I like you. It's just... I promised I'd stay. I wouldn't do anything until we got married.
What's her name?
Lucy. Lucy Walters. We're gonna get married when I get... If I get back.
I had a sweetheart too. We were to be married. He was killed at Verdun. One day I kissed him goodbye. That's all we ever do, kiss. We were saving ourselves like you for the wedding day. And 2 weeks later, he is dead. He never had time, you see, to find out how sweet life could be.
How did he die?
Hey, you ain't mad, are you? I think we bought you the... You know about this? Did you? It's gratitude for you.
How did you boys like the Rue Serpentine? You better go downstairs and take a prophylactic. Take the corridor to your right and knock on the first door.
I've seen some pretty bad outfits in my time. This one takes the cake. Look at this riffraff we got. Half of these boys right now don't know the difference between the orders right front in a line and on right in line.
Why they get so many letters from home? You didn't see anything like that back in the old days when you and me come in the service. I was raised an orphan. Ain't no chance in hell a man coming from asylum run by Ms. McMallow's gonna ever get homesick. And she had this long, bony face and yellow teeth. I cut my foot once. She come to see me in the hospital. When I saw that she brought soup for me, I leaned over and tried to kiss her. Guess I was kind of hoping she was going to take me in her arms and kiss me. Instead, she grabbed my hands and she said, "Michael Regan, how many times have I told you to keep your fingernails clean?" I took that bowl of macaroni soup and I just chucked it across the room. Anybody who cares for anybody else is a goddamn fool.
Welcome back, boys. Where's that son of a bitch? I don't think he wants us to know right now, Sarge.
At ease, men. I'm your new lieutenant, Archibald Smith. I hear we have some German machine gun nests giving us problems.
Yes, sir.
I've thought of a way we can find them. Sergeant, take 4 or 5 men tonight. Fill your pockets with rocks and creep along the German lines until you come across a clump or a mound. Let's say anything that looks suspicious. Then throw a couple of rocks. If there's a machine gun there, the rocks will make them mad and they'll start firing, thus exposing their position. All right, Sergeant?
Oh, sure thing, Lieutenant. Whatever you say.
All right. Report to me when you get back, as you were.
They say he went to Harvard or something?
Yale.
His leg! I got a goddamn ambush! Leg! There! Marines on the fire line! Come on, Marines! Come on, move! Go! Go! I'm not losing another man tonight. Stand down, Marine.
Sergeant Prado.
Sir.
That grove of trees over to our left, that'll make a good place for a squad of machine gunners if the Germans attack.
With all due respect, I don't think so, sir. I don't think that at all.
I think you'd better take several men out to those trees and dig a line of trenches.
I wouldn't do that, Lieutenant. That clump sticks out like a sore thumb. The Germans are sure to figure we stick men back there and shell the hell out of it. I've been expecting that all day.
I know you men think I don't know what I'm doing just because I'm new here.
No, sir, not at all.
But I think you understand my orders, do you, Sergeant? Do you?
What's his big idea sending us out here?
Don't ask questions. Government pays you $30 a month to do as you're told, not for asking questions.
Do you think them Germans didn't see us crawling out here? Do you think them Krauts is nitwits?
You better start digging and save your conversation, boy. Write me a letter about it.
Random shot.
Damn, they're figuring out range!
Shut up and dig!
Come on, Carter. Carter! Lieutenant Smith wants you on patrol.
Again? No.
Come on, Carter. He asked for you.
Sunday night I was in a wiring party with Sergeant Mooney. It wasn't my turn, but Lieutenant Smith said he wanted Mooney to take me along. Monday morning I called galley police, finished up just in time to go on patrol with Lieutenant Smith, who asked for me again. Tuesday morning was my regular turn for guarding, and Tuesday night I was gas sentry at the dugout. Wednesday they were going to the rear to bring up rations, and Lieutenant Smith said I should go along because I knew the roads. And now I just get to sleep and you come along. For Christ's sake, get somebody else. I'm not the only man in this platoon. I haven't had any sleep for a week.
I can't help it. Look, I know that it looks lousy, but Lieutenant Smith told me to bring you along.
That bastard. Why has he got in for me? Why does he want to ride me all the time?
I don't know.
Hey, Carter. Eddie's pretty tired, Lieutenant. He's been on working party all day and went on patrol with Mundy. Maybe you'd, better take someone else.
He'll be all right once he gets on his feet. Start at 1 o'clock. We'll be out all night. Just enough time to get back to headquarters and write a few letters before we start. Let's go, Marine. Attaboy, huh?
That bastard.
Who's there? Carter! What is it? What are you doing?
You got it in for me.
You're mistaken. You're very much mistaken indeed if you think that.
Why don't you take somebody else on patrol? Why don't you let me go to sleep?
Come on. Private, don't you see I only want to take you on patrol because I trust you. You're the best man on my platoon, that's all there is to it. I'm not trying to ride you.
I gotta get some sleep. I'm tired.
All right. Just go back to the dugout and turn in. I'll see to it that you're not disturbed for 24 hours. Just go back to the dugout and turn in, and we'll both forget this whole thing ever happened.
You got it. In for me.
Hey, Carter. Were you supposed to be on patrol last night with Lieutenant Smith?
Well, they never came for me.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why. The German patrol must have found him. He's dead.
It's too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it is too bad, ain't it? He must have got careless, huh? Go back to sleep.
You all right, Nelly? All right, keep your head down, boy.
Rain's washing up the bodies. Stinks, huh? My old man used to smoke when he was taking a crap. He'd pass out in bed with a cigar in one hand. Dead drunk.
Well, I'm off. Nothing but fireworks.
Yeah. Guys getting chewed to pieces or blown to
hell? Yeah. Well, you're better off not thinking about it. We all gotta go sometime.
What's the matter? See anything?
No. It was peaceful. I didn't see anything.
There's... What is it? Talking politics again?
They've been to college. They can talk on any subject that comes up. But mostly they talk about the war and how it was all because of some money people for their own selfish reasons. They talk like idealism or love of country has got nothing to do with it. I listened and tried to argue it out in my mind, but I gotta stop thinking about it. If the things they're saying are really true, I don't want to know it. And I'd go crazy and shoot myself if I thought those things were true.
Airs. You know, the very same men arguing in there are bucking for promotion every day. Now I ask you, if you worked for a grocer, a candy maker, or even an undertaker, and you went around talking about what inferior groceries or candy your employer sold, or how unsatisfactory all funerals were, you would not, unless you were a fool, expect to receive any advancement or honors in your chosen business or profession, now would you? And why in the name of heaven do otherwise intelligent men like Al Nallett and Archie Lemon talk contemptuously about the mismanagement, and waste, and stupidity of war, and then expect to receive promotions and decorations, becoming sullen and dissatisfied when those things do not appear? Tell you, war's a business. It's like anything else. The only way to get anywhere in it is to adjust to its peculiarities. Play your cards the way they fall.
Sergeant,
What do we do with him?
I don't know, sir.
The easiest thing would be to train a machine gun on the gravel pit and put him in there. That'd be the simplest way.
Yes, sir.
No, the gap's too narrow and the sides are dug in, so it'd be pretty hard for the gunners. We better take him to the ravine and do it there. Have you got that? Have you got that, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
Good. You better get Corporal Foster and his squad to do it. Think Foster's the right man?
Yes, sir. I think he is.
Better tell Corporal Foster to get it over with before dark.
Yes, sir.
That's all then.
Yes, sir. This is raw. It's the rawest damn thing I ever heard.
Soldiers aren't supposed to think.
That's right. Soldier could think, he wouldn't be a soldier. Soldier's supposed to do what he's told. Leave the thinking to a superior officer. You ain't even in Foster's unit, so go on, scram. I wouldn't want this on anybody's conscience. Go on. Get out of here. You didn't hear it. You didn't see it. It's an old trick. I remember reading about it in the papers before I enlisted. Germans send men over in droves to give themselves up. Before long, you got more prisoners in the back line than soldiers. And the Germans attack, which is a signal for the prisoners to overcome their guards, come up from the rear. It's an old gag. It generally works. Prussians are smart babies, don't you ever forget that. Tried that trick on the French time and time again. I'm surprised you haven't read about it, Sergeant. I've heard a lot of hooey in my lifetime. This is the straight dope. It's been written up in all the papers. You believe everything you read in the papers? I believe that. Wouldn't put anything dirty past a German. Old Matlock was right. God, you are the right man for the job. Oh, Christ almighty. This is war. What'd you think this was? Sunday school bingo? You take these Germans now? They're dashing in the brains of innocent babies? Gotta fight fire with fire.
I won't do it. I might kill a man defending my life, but to shoot a human being in cold blood, I won't do that. I won't do it.
You have to do it, Archie. Or it's a court-martial and they'll stand you up and shoot you too.
You don't think it's right, do you? What about all that stuff you've been saying about the war? You said they haven't been telling us anything that was true. It was all a lie.
Okay. We have to do it. It's captain's orders. Otherwise, it's desertion. You don't speak any French, do you? No. Do you know anybody? Somebody's gonna hide you out?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. You think I want to do it? Of course not. But it's captain's orders.
Lundy, take the lead to Cosley. Carter, Mike left. You, up. Up. Hit him down. That's far enough. Come down here. Come down here. Do you have a cigarette? Carter! Danke.
Why don't we refuse to do it? Come on.
We're prisoners too. I won't do it.
I mean, don't.
Archie!
Get back here, Private!
Archie!
Get back here, that's an order! All right, let him go. He'll get his. The rest of you will get promotions.
Come on. Over there. In the hole. Line up, boys.
What do you think that one's saying?
Probably telling them not to worry. Probably telling them we're not really any different than they are. Whatever they've been told in training. We don't really cut off legs and fingers.
Ready! Fire! Ceasefire! Fall out!
Looking for iron crosses. Squareheads pin them to their undershirts so no one can find them. Looks like these guys didn't rape for much.
Put that stuff back.
That would be the sense of that, Sarge. We got just as much right to it as anybody else does. If we don't take it, somebody else will. You know, you can have this if you want it.
Sarge! Sarge!
Shut the hell up, and you get back to your unit.
Cut it out, Eddie.
All right, boys. Job well done. What's the matter now?
Nothing.
They have pulled that trick on the French 1,000 times and gotten away with it, too. Germans are smart hombres. Need to stay ahead of them. All times.
Needs a flint. This needs a flint. Be good as new.
I will never hurt anything again as long as I live. I swear to God. I will never hurt anything again as long as I live.
Is this the man?
Private Delaney, sir.
All right, I know who he is. Private Delaney, these are the reports. We need him delivered to Divisional right away. Better have your rifle loaded and unlocked. There's no line through the woods. You might run into a German patrol.
Yes, sir.
And you better fix your bayonet, too. I told you, men, time and time again to keep your bayonets fixed when you're on the line. I told you over and over!
Delaney. You get those reports over to Divisional?
Yeah.
Everything go all right?
Ran into a guy in the woods.
Anything happen?
I killed him.
Well, that's what we're trained to do. Get your gear. Your tax at 0700.
I've never been over before. Last time I was back in the hospital with the flu. Before that, they sent me back to regimental with a message. I don't know whether I can stand it or not. This isn't the way I thought I was gonna feel. What if I turn and run? What if I'm yellow? You gonna shoot me? They shoot people that run away.
Maybe they're scared as you are.
How do I know? How can I tell what's going on in their minds? You scared? You don't look scared.
The only thing I'm scared of is how I'm gonna feel when this is all over.
You won't feel anything if you're dead.
See, that bayonet's good and tight, son. We're gonna take that goddamn German trench today, gentlemen. You hear me? You know how Marines do it. You hit the dirt when they start firing. You crawl till you're within 50 yards of their lines. You rise up. You attack. Everybody understand that? All right, that's it, gentlemen. Let's move, Marines. Move, Marines, move!
Why don't the Germans open fire? They know we're coming over. They can see us. For Christ's sake, start firing! We're not fooling anybody! Go ahead, shoot at us! got our range yet. 50 yards to their trenches. Just dash forward and attack. That's very simple. Just attack. Stop twisting around. It won't do any good.
Dear Madam, your son Edward died needlessly on the field of battle. You will be interested to hear that at the time of his death, he was crawling with vermin and weak from diarrhea. His feet were swollen and rotten, and they stank. He lived like a frightened animal, cold and hungry.
He had learned long ago that what you, his mother who loved him, had taught him to believe under the meaningless names of honor, courage, patriotism, were all lies.
Let's run down to the billet and see if we can't talk that old lady into frying up some eggs. What do you say? These frogs, they can beat the whole world when it comes to frying eggs. Christ knows how they do it. But they're the nuts when it comes to cooking.
All right, Rich. All right. Whatever you say.
Sure as hell is quiet all of a sudden.
All right. Pass word to the men to cease firing. The war's over.
Some victory party, huh?
Yeah. Too bad they couldn't invite any girls, though.
All local girls got diseases, didn't you know? Of course, Delaney didn't have that problem when he had a local girl.
You still got the nerve.
Never even thanked me.
You guys run across any of those canteen ladies who were supposed to show up?
I didn't dance with them, but I think they were those two that sat over by the palms all night.
Well, that's rich. That sure's a good one on me. I thought those two were a couple of mule skinners from headquarters company. You going back tomorrow? Well, me and Air's got to stay 6 months more.
That's what they tell me.
Bastard.
Shithead.
I can't believe I'm finally...
Great to see you, man.
Yeah. So, where'd you get the limp, Roger? I was wounded. I heard you got nicked in the shoulder. And that's what I heard. So, what's with the leg? You seem angry at me. Well, maybe I am. Maybe it's because I enlisted in May of 17 while you were out making speeches about the Germans being baby killers, selling war bonds. Maybe it's because I spent 8 months in the trenches and you didn't manage to get there till 3 days before the armistice. Then you managed to come home 2 weeks later with your war wound.
Come on inside.
Hi, Mom. You're right. It's not right to be bitter. It's over now. I don't have to think about it anymore.
What the hell do I want to see him for? If there's anything I hate worse than cops, it's preachers. I'm a tough baby. I bumped that cop off. Sure I did. I never denied that at the trial, did I? It wasn't the first one either. I'd bump off a dozen more right now if I had the chance. Tell the chaplain that for me, will you?
Eddie, you're gonna listen to me? Please? You were raised in the church. Thou shalt not kill. Those are the words of our blessed Lord. To take a human life is wrong.
Let me tell you something about a big job I pulled once when I was in the Army. I was a young fellow then, and I believed all the stuff you're talking now. I believed all that. Well, we had a bunch of prisoners one day. It was too much trouble to send them back to the rear, so the cop of my outfit made us take them into a ditch, line them up, and shoot them. Then a week later, when we were back in rest billets, he lined the company up and made us all go to church to listen to a bird like you talk baloney.
This is the last night of your life. You're angry, you're bitter. So why don't you let me help you? You know, there's still time to find peace. It's not too late. Let me read you something that might give you just a little comfort. You know, if you pray for forgiveness...
Get out of here, lying bastard! Get out! If there's anything I hate worse than cops, it's preachers. You, get out!
I'm sorry, Eddie. I'm sorry.
I remember as clearly as if it happened yesterday. October 2nd, 1918. The night before the big attack on the Meuse. My company was lying in reserve. We had just come up the night before and dug in.
Is this the man?
Private Delaney, sir.
Private Delaney, these are the reports. We need him delivered to
I delivered the reports and told the runners that were sitting there about the German I had killed in the woods. Everybody got excited. Made me tell it over and over. Coming back, I didn't want to pass him where he lay across the path, but then I thought, I'm in no way to blame for this. He'd have killed me if I hadn't gotten him first. I shouldn't have put on his ring. That'll tie us together forever. Everybody told me I had done the right thing killing him. It was only after I was demobilized I began thinking about him again. I had a feeling his ring was still on my finger. I couldn't get it off. Then, another night, I knew he was in the room with me, though I couldn't see him. I'll go away if I'm quiet. I have nothing to be ashamed of. He'll go away on his own. But he didn't go away. He was with me when I woke in the morning. He went with me to work. He went with me everywhere. I couldn't do my work anymore and I lost my job. Then I rented a room on Front Street where nobody knew me. I changed my name, thinking I could hide from him. He found me the first night.
When I looked up that morning, my first thought was to offer you a piece of my bread. I wanted to ask you questions about America. I had found a bird's nest in the trees. I could have showed it to you. Why didn't I do what I wanted to do?
When I first saw you, you reminded me of this kid I used to know. Arthur Cronin, that was his name. He used to laugh a lot, tell jokes. He tried to grow a mustache, like you. Didn't come out, though. It was too light. The girls used to kid him about it all the time. I wanted to tell you.
Why didn't you?
I don't know.
Why did you kill me?
I wouldn't do it again. Before God.
Bye.
I can't answer your questions! I don't know! I don't know!
Joe Delaney. You old dog, you. What are you doing here?
Taking a trip with the wife and kids. Thought I'd stop by and see the old place. Card showed me the base roster. Pig iron rigging, I said. Might have known you'd still be here.
Nah, just waiting for the next war to come. If they let a geezer like me do any fighting. Come on in the old bunkhouse. I want to show you something. Local auxiliary thought it'd be nice and patriotic if we got the names of all the boys that went through here on their way to France.
I remember. My old bunk used to be over there.
Go look. Rolling gears. Wasn't he the fellow that swam the Meuse when the bridge blew up?
Maybe so. Can't remember. David Fulton. Whatever became of him, Pig Iron?
Oh, he's in the service somewhere. I don't know just where, though. Carter Atlas, I remember him. Wasn't he the boy that threw his mess gear away one night and we had rice again?
Nope. Can't place him.
John Costley lost an arm. Or was that Ollie Ticlo? No, anyways, I was putting a tourniquet on one of them, whoever it was. Started complaining I was putting it on too tight.
I stood there thinking, trying to bring up the faces of the men I used to soldier with. But I couldn't do it. I realized I wouldn't even have remembered who Riggin was if I hadn't known he'd be there that day. I thought if I could just tell all their stories and pin them to a huge wheel, each story hung on a different peg until the circle was completed, I'd spin the wheel, faster and faster, until their stories took life and became part of the wheel, flowing toward each other and into each other, an unending circle of pain. That would be the picture of war. And the sound that the wheel made, and the sound that the men themselves made as they laughed, cried, cursed or prayed, would be against the falling of walls, the rushing of bullets, the exploding of shells, the sound war itself makes. Pig Iron and I didn't have that much to talk about after all.